Queensland Premier Rugby kicked off this weekend in impressive style, with the competition heavyweights throwing their weight around and scoring some impressive wins. 2012 minor premiers Brothers started their season off in impressive style with a 51-3 victory over West at Crosby Park. It was a perfect start to the season for the Brethren as they piled on 6 unanswered tries, with winger Mitchell Felsman and flanker Charlie Freeney crossing twice, while Pierce Fitzgerald and Lachlan Crichton also scored 5-pointers. Brothers maintained dominance on the scoreboard throughout the match through the able boot of fly half Dallin Murphy, who steered the Brethren around the park all afternoon. Wests improved in the second half and almost scored a runaway try before the Brothers' defence held strong, preventing the Bulldogs from claiming a consolation try. The Gold Coast Breakers were given no favours when they travelled to Yoku Road to take on GPS. After a series of pick and drives, Jeep's co-captain Phil Kite crashed over the line to score the first try of the match. Jeeps went on to score a further 2 tries before half-time, but the Breakers stayed in touch on the scoreboard through the boots of Vittori Buatava and Luke Evans, leaving the Breakers just 7 points short of GPS as the boys headed to the sheds. The second half resulted in a fight for field position, slowing the play till the Gallopers scored through reserve halves Scott Malaloa. Breakers half Evans answered back with an impressive intercept try to keep the Breakers in touch, but the match was sealed for GPS when Aparosa Dakiri slotted a final penalty to lock the score at 32-22. Norths played host to East Tigers at Shaw Road, where the Eagles were looking to claim their first scalp of the season after impressive trial form. Norths looked to be strong in the first quarter of the game, but the Tigers regathered and their star-studded backline began to fire, led by 2012 Premier Player of the Year Matt Brandon at fly half and Red Squad member UJ Satuni at inside centre. The Tigers got out to a 24-3 lead at half-time, aided by a 2-try effort from rigger Matt Beeston. North's winger Varesa Mataitini proved to be the fastest man on the field, scoring 2 tries of his own late in the second half, but the East's All-Australian Academy and Reds tight 5 kept the Tigers out in front with tries to Michael Stolberg and Prop Patawa Paraka. East close out the game 45-22 and will head home to David Wilson Oval next week to host Souths in the first Premier Rugby Heritage Round of the year. Souths travel north to Stockland Park to take on the Stingrays, who were feeling confident after an early win over Gold Coast in an earlier rescheduled round. Souths came out fast and strong with their forwards dominating position with the able help of Reds open side flanker Beau Robinson, who made his successful return to the field for 2013. The Stingrays' defence struggled to shut down the Magpies' attack in the early exchanges, and South's fullback Andy Muirhead crossed over for the first try of the night. South continued to apply pressure throughout the first half, scoring a further 3 tries. However, the Stingrays managed to get on the board with a try to winger Tani Keel. South continued to dominate the play with further tries to Muirhead and blindside flanker Marius Botha. South closed out the game 43-7. In the game of the round, UQ played host to Sunnybank in a 2012 Grand Final rematch at St Lucia. The Dragons came out of the blocks firing, crossing over the line within the first 3 minutes through Reds College lock Tom Murday, but the students answered back through winger Harry Parker, scoring the first of his 3 tries to lock the score at 5-all in the early exchanges. Sunnybank took hold of the lead once more after Nigel Arwong scored the Dragons' second try. However, UQ were quick to respond and edge out in front with a converted try and penalty. Reds College fly half Dion Tuamata crossed the line to put the Dragons back in front before Uni scored a further 2 5-pointers through Reds prop Jono Owen and Parker to take the lead to 30-17 going into the break. Much to the delight of Red Heavy supporters, a chip and chase effort from fullback Jerry Tuilagi saw winger Tom Pincus cross for his first try of the afternoon and push the margin out to 10 points, before Sunnybank and Reds College winger Danny Rutledge scored out wide to narrow the gap to 5 points. Uni managed to maintain position in the final minutes and ran the ball out of play to come out victors in a high-scoring affair 46-41. Next week, the match of the round will take place at David Wilson Oval, where East will play host to Souths in the first Premier Rugby Heritage Round, where the Tigers will celebrate their long history in front of what is sure to be a massive crowd of the Tigers faithful. So head down to Tigerland and support the boys as they celebrate the achievements of East players past and present. In other matches, Gold Coast will host Uni at their new home ground at Bond University. Sunnybank will take on table toppers Brothers at Old Mac Oval. Sunshine Coast will play host to GPS, and Norths will travel to Sylvan Road to take on the Bulldogs. This weekend's round of Premier Rugby is sure to be a cracker, so get out to your favourite Premier Rugby ground and see the Stars of Tomorrow today.